That, my friends, was just a taste of a truly incredible fan film more than 20 years in the making, Indiana Jones and the Treasure of the Templars. It's one of the most notorious fan films out there thanks to its outrageous ambitions, quality, and delays. Numerous times over the past 20 years, we've seen promised release dates come and go with no sign of the completed film. But I've personally been in contact with the director Jonathan Lawrence, who is currently finalizing the post-production, and it looks like the film will finally see a release soon, perhaps within the next year or so. But what's the big deal about this fan film? Why has it taken over 2 decades to complete, and how has the project endured through years of challenge and changing technologies? Well, I've got the answers for you right here, and we're about to dive deep into the story behind Indiana Jones and the Treasure of the Templars. It all began with a fellow named Ken Gawne. Like so many of us, Ken was inspired by Raiders of the Lost Ark and Indiana Jones. Having assembled a terrific Indiana Jones outfit, Ken decided to create and star in an Indiana Jones fan film. It was to be a tribute to Raiders of the Lost Ark, with scenes like Indy being dragged from a vehicle and footage filmed in the UK, Paris, and the United States. After shooting several scenes in Europe, though without a completed script, Ken prepared for a desert shoot in America and connected with filmmaker and Indy fan Jonathan Lawrence. Jonathan would direct the scene in the desert, and the results were so impressive that he was then asked to direct the entire film. He suggested that the film should be a unique story, rather than being derivative of Raiders. This led to a rewrite, and many of the previously filmed scenes were abandoned as they lacked the quality achieved by the desert scenes shot by Lawrence. The final script was written on the fly, on location in Scotland by Lawrence and Dan Reiser, and it would involve a young Indiana Jones in 1926 uncovering the secrets of the Knights Templars and a relic relating to King Solomon. Original characters like Elizabeth Lawrence would join Wuhan, Forrestal, and Abner Ravenwood among the supporting cast. Filming continued across the UK, including Rosslyn Chapel and the famous Killer Rabbit Cave from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Lawrence was deliberate in keeping the style of the film as close as possible to that of Steven Spielberg as seen in Raiders of the Lost Ark, making the film feel like an authentic companion to the existing films. The production used a variety of techniques, including the use of outstanding miniatures by Paul Denton and CGI by Rick Cortez and Greg Sullivan. Testimonies from those who worked on the film praised the enthusiasm of the entire cast and crew to create a genuine Hollywood-quality Indiana Jones film. This really cannot be understated. So many people dedicated so much of their time to make this film a reality, coming to set with joy and enthusiasm, supporting each other through the thick and the thin. But as director Lawrence puts it, life has a way of getting in the way of life. The scope of the project was just so ambitious, and post-production fell almost entirely onto the shoulders of Lawrence, who was juggling his roles as a father and his film industry career. It took many, many years, but over time, piece by piece, things started to come together. Editing, special effects, and sound design. Changing technologies brought new opportunities to the film. Color grading became efficient and inexpensive, and the footage originally shot on mini DVs were upscaled to high definition. But no Indiana Jones film would be complete without great music. Enter George Shaw, a Hollywood composer and orchestrator with hundreds of credits to his name, including the feature films Kiss Kiss Bang Bang and Ghost Rider. Shaw learned about the project from Ken Gawne and agreed to compose for the film. Over the course of 13 years, Shaw composed and recorded an incredible original feature film soundtrack for Indiana Jones and the Treasure of the Templars. You can hear it now and throughout this video, and you can check out the link in the description below for an extended sample of the soundtrack. As the years went on, hopes of this project's completion endured thanks not only to the passion and love of those involved, but that of the Indiana Jones community. Director Lawrence has received countless emails over the years encouraging him and even begging him to complete the project. This has given him extra inspiration to see the project through. It's a film for the fans, by the fans. Meanwhile, those involved have achieved great things in their own lives and careers. thanks in part to their experiences on Treasure of the Templars. Jonathan Lawrence has continued work in Hollywood and recently directed an episode of the award-winning TV show 911 starring Angela Bassett. And Ken Gawne launched his own YouTube series called Expedition Peru: The Search for Paititi, where he searches the Amazon jungle for a lost city of gold, still channeling his inner Indiana Jones in every way. And now, in 2025, more than 20 years since the start of this project, things are very, very close. Lawrence is currently working on color correction and is having a 5.1 surround sound mix done, and while, as we said, there have been many promised release dates come and go, it does seem like the film will finally be completed within the next year or so. And I have no doubt that it will be worth the wait, because everything I've seen and heard about this project suggests that it will be one of the most authentic, high-quality fan films you will find from any franchise. The filmmakers are planning for Indiana Jones and the Treasure of the Templars to receive special screenings in both America and the UK, and are preparing a marketing package with trailers and behind-the-scenes featurettes to build hype. It's a very exciting time to be an Indiana Jones fan, with both Treasure of the Templars and Shadows of Atlantis on the horizon as exemplary fan films with professional quality. Not to mention the upcoming new Indiana Jones Disney attraction in Florida, and the hopes of more Indiana Jones video games from Machine Games. Plus, all the fan events which are always around the corner. After years of Indiana Jones being a dormant series, we are finally eating good, and it's all thanks to fans like Jonathan Lawrence, Ken Gawne, Marcel Cornelius, Todd Howard, Eugene Shin, and even you and me. We were all inspired by Raiders of the Lost Ark and the other films, and we're keeping the spirit of adventure alive. I had a really great time communicating with Jonathan Lawrence in preparation for this video. He shared a lot of great information, which I found very interesting, and I'm really happy to do my part to spread the word about this exciting upcoming fan film. Yes, my friends, Indiana Jones and the Treasure of the Templars is happening, and it will be here before you know it. Now, do be sure to let me know your thoughts and reactions to all this down below, and be sure to hit like and subscribe because I'm going to keep you informed of all the Indiana Jones news to come. Thank you so much, as always, and I wish you all fortune and glory. Bye-bye now.
There are 5 men with guns nearby, and they don't like us very much.
I know where the key is.
Where?
I won't kill for money.
You shot him. You're one of the bad guys.
It all depends on who you ask, don't it?